in beautiful Harrisonburg, Virginia, Bridgeport Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Old Dominion Monarchs and the James Madison Dukes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Monarchs head coach before the game. Obviously, they go into every game wanting to be a balanced offense between the run and the pass, but they know their wide receiver has a chance to make history today. Nobody in the league has been more productive in the red zone catching touchdowns than he has. He can go over that conference record mark. Look for them to go to him in the red zone and make sure their wide receiver goes down in history here today. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Dukes headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hold and fire complete. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4. Let's talk for just a minute about Old Dominion. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is now, can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45 a lot of times. So many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll send the back in motion. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Finds his big tight end. There he goes. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Dukes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Leaves it with the back. There's some room. Got the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Dukes. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This offense defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Old Dominion's offense hopes this drive holds some promise. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
It's a running room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. They're all over him, setting up the screen. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get the 1st down. There was no way he was going out of bounds there on 3rd. Fighting for every inch he could get. Didn't quite get there. Now you've got a big decision if you're the head coach. You're going to stay on the field and try to go for this thing.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Moving out to the right. With the catch, it's Collins. But just keeps moving. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket.
Sprinting away. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Really nice read that time by the quarterback in the option. He had the ball out on the perimeter. He saw his pitch guy open. Nobody accounting for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitch man. Picking up a massive gain for this offense.
Rolls right. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Keeps it on the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. His drive will open from the 15. Takes a handoff. It's Coleman. He's got enough. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the break, and James Madison is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Dropping back, it's Potter. Extending the play. And as he throws, just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
The Monarchs send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He gets a block. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Still looking to his right. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Breaks into the open.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Churns into the pile. Got a little grass. Big run there. Gets it inside the 20, all the way down to the 14 before he goes out of bounds.
And that is such great execution by this offense. Third down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Dukes. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Potter. Fires to the right. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. Discards it with the stiff arm. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's caught. And they will score. Touchdown, ODU.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Coming out with it, it's Scott. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. James Madison's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Pass to Sticks. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Move to his right. He's going to take off. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. All right, guys, let's look big picture at James Madison. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you. But let's see if this squad can build on the momentum. Starting to get some momentum, some love. Now, Jesse, how do they handle that?
I'm excited to see how this team is going to finish, too, because we know they've got talent. They've got guys that can take the game over. The question I have now moving forward, can they do it on the biggest stages? And today, it's about as big as it gets.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the marker. Across the 35. Open spaces. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, James Madison. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Old Dominion. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. From deep, it's Scott. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give. And he's brought down after a nice gain on the play. Give him 7 on that one, and now we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Dukes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to pass. Makes the grab. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
95, 96, bridge. Ready, go.
Going to the running game. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll move the wide receiver. Ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And the Dukes come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Rams him with the stiff arm. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing.
Makes the grab and room to run. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now from inside the red zone. Look out! And he'll be shoved out of bounds right at the 4-yard line.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. They'll try the counter. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's looking to throw. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the first half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. 1 more snap coming before halftime. Scanning the field, it's Potter. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got it down the field. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 4 team, the Oklahoma Sooners.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
And it's the Aggies coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that'll cap their season off at a very respectable 9-3 record. Here now some other games you may have enjoyed.
Caught, and he's got room. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Motion from the back. This is a designed run. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dukes. And the beatdown has ensued. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Old Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it in. Big guy tries to barrel in. Touchdown, James Madison. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players, and quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Sees a crease. Breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Monarchs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this.
Snags it, and there's running room. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Monarchs will line it up on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Coleman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Monarchs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Go, go.
Looking to throw, it's Potter. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Monarchs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Lining up to add another. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Keep. Ready, go.
Running to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's inside the 40. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's 1st down. Looking for the edge. And he swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Enough to move the chains. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Dukes have pushed it inside the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. Going to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The give to the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Potter. He lets it fly. He's got it down the field. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this 3rd period with a big play. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the 4th quarter. Straight ahead, it's Coleman. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Let it go.
Off-play action. Buying time to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Dukes. Great job by the back on the option. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Monarchs send out the offense to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just a complete misfire.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots offensively.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Monarchs are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. They'll run the screen. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to pass. He's going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Monarchs want to pick up the tempo. Got to make the play on 4th. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Open space at the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, ODU. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays thrown.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Pulls it on the option. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
The give to the single back. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. And the Dukes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Back to throw, it's Potter. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Drops back on first down. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. One more play to pad the stats. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And after the short run, the clock hits zeros, and we are all